Hey everyone, it's Dwayne here. Welcome to another episode of a Snapshots from the Summit. 5 minutes of absolute goodness that you can apply to your journey to unlock the money vault, escape the cage that's keeping you imprisoned. Whether that's a 9-to-5 job, just over broke as they say, or whether that is a business that's kind of not cutting it for you, not giving you the money in the bank. And on today's show, we are going to talk about three very different worlds, and the question is, which one do you want to live in? Well, when I say three, two are very different. One and another are kind of similar but have differences. So my question to you is, which one do you want to live in? So here's the three choices, my friends. Obviously, I can only go into these things very much 20,000 foot view in 5 minutes. So if you want any more in-depth discussion around these particular worlds or topics or choices for yourselves, head on over to conqueryoureverest.today and see how we can help you. Or above or below this video, there will be three different ways from which we can get together and have a bit of a chat. Anyway, here we are. So which world do you want to live in? Number one, this is the world, hint, hint, that I would choose personally, where you are the absolute master, in control of your life and, most importantly, your time, right? So that's choice number one. Choice number two is where you are the slave to someone else's life and someone else's time. Okay, so AKA it's a job maybe, where you are you punch the clock, 9 to 5, whatever you want to call it, but you are, in all essences of the word, essentially a slave to someone else's life and someone else's time. They tell you where to be, when to be there, when to have a break, when to go to lunch, when to go home, when to go to the toilet, whatever you want to call it. That's choice number two, right? So where you're a slave to someone else. And a choice number three is where you not necessarily are the chief, but you are absolutely do enjoy being in that interdependent kind of relationship. You're not the boss, but you are maybe higher up in a company or something of that kind, where you get to make a lot more decisions, so to speak, or you're more interdependent as opposed to a slave where you are dictated to what you can and cannot do. So there's your three choices. I definitely think that 3 and 1 are very similar. Like I said, 1 where you are the chief, and 3 where you kind of make some decisions but you work for someone else. Okay, now the worlds are complete, so you get to make the choice, right? Whichever one it is, regardless of what situation you're in today, you have the absolute choice of which one of those 3 choices you decide to take on in your life, right? Now, just to give you a little bit of help, there are distinct differences between worlds 1 and worlds 2. Like I said, number 3 has a little bit of similarity to 1. So I'm just going to give you a couple of things, right? So on the left, we have where you are the master of your time. And on the right, we have that you punch the time card. You punch the clock at the JOB, right? So on the left, we have the master of your time, where you, everything is your time, right? On the right, everything is their time, right? They are in control, right? On the left, we have where you are the master of your time. You get to do your work, right? You get to do what you want to do. And on the right, you get to do what they tell you to do at the job, right? On the left, you work till you get a result, right? And on the right, where you punch the clock, you work till the end of the day, right? On the left, you lose big. When you're in control, you lose big time when you waste or fritter away time. And on the right, when you punch the clock, guess what you do? You cover up, right? If you stand by the water cooler too long, you just like get someone else to cover for you, right? So you just cover up, right? Now on the left, when we go back, we're the master in control of our own life, working on our own projects. If we manage our time, then we get to win big time, right? We get to win big time. On the right, we get paid regardless, right? We get an hourly rate, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, hourly rate, regardless of how good our job happens to be or how good the result happens to be, we get paid the same, right? On the left, you need to think fast because it's ever changing. When you're in control, you need to think fast, right? On the job, which is on the right, you not necessarily think slow, think fast, right? You think slow. Think government departments as an example, right? Things haven't changed there for a bazillion years, right? They do the same shit the same way that they've always done it. But when you're on the left and you're in control, it's all about the world is ever changing. It's about that being the consistent. Change is ever present. Now, here's the big one. On the left, when you're in control, you are free. When you're in control of your time, your project, your life, you are free. On the right, when you punch the clock, you're obligated. You're a slave. You're in chains to someone else, right? And the last but not the least, on the left, when you're the master of your time, you work on your projects, you work on your life for the people that you love, you work for yourself, right? Nobody else. But on the right, when you punch the clock, you work for the man or the woman. You work for the man or the woman, you work for them, right? Those people, right? And the big distinction is this, all right? When you work for yourself and be productive, the rewards go to you and the people that you love. On the right, the rewards, the beach houses, the luxury apartments go to the man. Okay, so that's 5 minutes of goodness. Thanks for tuning in. Make your choice. And I will talk to you again on the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. This is Dwayne signing off for the team here at Conquer Your Everest. Till next time, have a fantastic day. Bye for now.